ma'am, what's the name of this place here?
This is a village called Mahorana.
Achha. In Malerkotla?
Malerkotla only. Subdivision is Amargarh.
Okay.
It's like I am heading. So I'm ISP Amargarh.
Huh.
And this village falls under my jurisdiction.
Okay. So, like ये थोड़ा गांव वाले culture है ना, and you know the livelihood is a bit different here, and the childhood is a bit different here. How was your childhood?
My childhood, I spent my entire childhood and entire, like till I turned 20, I was in Gurgaon only. So yeah, it's pretty different. But then Gurgaon also has a rural side to it, which generally people don't know. So we would visit to the field. So my Nani family has. So we would visit them like during our summer vacations and all. So I'd seen, but not this kind of a setup. So this is very nice and very, untouched. So very pristine. So yeah, as you can see, like this canal is there, which is almost like a river. So yeah, so setting is like nice and very rural.
So how was your vacation goes on? Because a lot of people sometimes think, you know, she's an officer. मतलब इनकी vacation तो स्विट्जरलैंड में कटी होगी बचपन में ना. How was it?
नहीं बचपन तो देखो नॉर्मली था एंड ऑफिसर के बाद में भी सो वी गेट लाइक नॉर्मल सैलरी एंड ऑल सो दैट वीज वी हैव टू डू अ फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग इफ आई वर टू plan a visit to Switzerland so that we cannot do very frequently, but yes, if we plan our finances well, then if I have enough saving, then I can plan. But at present, so I cannot. As far as money is concerned, yes, I don't have that much of saving, and then work-wise also, it's like pretty much difficult to get out because I've just started my career. So my training just got over, and I've just got the subdivision.
Yeah.
So work-wise, it's pretty much difficult to get out.
Are you a shopaholic?
I used to be, I can say, and I try not to be now because again I said we have to do our financial planning properly. So I try not to,
Why is so much pressure of financial planning?
because for a salaried person you have to, and I don't think that's a bad thing. You should save and then you should spend, and then I don't have that many needs now. I've realized that and being in the uniform service, like I have to wear these clothes only every day.
Mostly.
Yeah, so I don't need that many clothes now because there's hardly any day when I don't wear my uniform and I wear something else. So when needs become less, then I think I should not buy stuff which I don't need. So yeah,
Definitely.
that's the thing.
You know, it's a scorching sun here, and you know it's very hot. So like I want to ask, being a girl, there's always concept, there's being tanned, and that look wise thing happens. So this matters.
No, in uniform parlance, I think we call this war tan.
Okay.
So we tell each other that we should be proud of the war tan.
What's
And
that? What tan?
War, like you get tanned in a war.
Achha,
So we're
okay.
working in the field. So we're proud of the war tan. And so if I'll be concerned about the physicality and whether I'm getting tanned or not, then I won't be able to work because our work is all about the field.
That's right.
And I cannot just sit inside the office and in the confines of the room and sit in the AC. So if I do that, then my work gets affected. So to get into the details of the stuff and to connect with people, you have to get out and you have to be in the field. Yeah. A family was passing by, and they just collided with one of the trees, and the vehicle fell into the canal, and all four family members, they were drowning. and one of our men, he just two of them, they just jumped in this muddy water at midnight, and this happened at midnight.
Okay.
So it was just pitch dark.
I mean,
And
just
they,
yesterday.
yeah, and they just jumped into the water, and this saved the entire family.
Okay.
And you can just imagine.
That's
like,
a real picture of policing,
yeah,
which
so
we don't see.
yeah, exactly. So this is what police does. So and if this work doesn't satisfy you, then I don't think any other work will.
Yeah.
So it's very satisfying job. So the family thanked us so much that
So they all the four are safe, right?
all four are safe, all four are healthy, and all four were telling me that they had given up the hope because it was pitch dark, there was nobody, and it's like you can see around, like there's nothing,
Nothing
hardly
to,
any
yeah,
structure.
yeah.
So they could not expect any help here. Yet help came in form of this worthy, like khaki person came, and they saved them. So this is what policing is, the police does, and this is what khaki does to the society and for the society, and this is what we are for.
Yeah.
So this is a very satisfying profession, and so this is what it is. So people who are aspiring to come here, they should know that this is what we do.
How everybody has a different style of their homework to understand the district level, when we're working there. How was yours one? Like, because I want to ask this one, and the reason behind, like, you mostly say you were in the urban culture, born and brought up. So being from that area, it's text time. Though you all have been taught in every other way, but how was yours?
I think whenever you go to a certain area, demography of that area and geography, these are the two most important things when it comes to understanding the area. So demography wise, you have to understand like what kind of society is that, what is the population like, and then geography in a sense that you should know like what all. If I talk about the policing aspect, then we are concerned about the crime. So what are the entry exit points of that area, and what could be the possible routes which a criminal might take, what are the possible areas where somebody might find some safe haven as far as crime is concerned. So that ways you have to do your homework. That can happen before coming also, but it mostly happens after you go there, settle down. Like I am understanding my area even now. It's been 10 days since I joined this subdivision. I've understood the area, but then the learning goes. So I'm still learning. Like I'm finding a new thing every day. So that's how you do your homework, I think, in understanding the area. And then you understand the crime profile also, like what kind of crime is more prominent in one of the areas. That happens. And then when you understand these aspects, then you can control the crime also, because you know like what kind of society you're working in. So like the people also very well.
Yeah.
Then you can control the crime.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So you said like you cracked the exam in your fifth go, right? Like, and before that you were a doctor. So एक वैसे कहेंगे तो एक किधर रुक जाता है, तो वैसे कहेंगे तो you had a backup plan, ना? Like, अगर नहीं हुआ तो वो. So people are always worried about failures and stuff like that. So what was your failure, if you ask?
No, I would not consider that as a failure, because being a doctor was not my backup plan. I was a doctor, and then I thought of preparing for the exam. So and that was not a backup plan. It's just that I was doing well in my career before joining the service. So that was an organic thing that happened, like with time, that I came to know about it, and then I started preparing. So I always knew that if this thing doesn't materialize, although I somewhere in my heart I knew that this will happen. It was taking time, but I knew that this will happen, because every single year I was clearing all the stages and comfortably well. So I was comfortable with everything. It's just that I knew somewhere it was just a matter of time when this thing materializes. So that was, I did not see any of the attempts as failure. And second thing is I somewhere knew that I'll do.
What happens in your home? Like मैंने बहुत सारे ऑफिसर्स को सुना है कि कहते हैं तू एसपी हो या कुछ भी हो, घर पे तो है ना नॉर्मली होता है. This thing happens in your home?
Yes, it happens with everybody, I think. So, and that is the best thing. I mean, if they start treating you as officers, then I don't think you will be connected with yourself, and it will be very difficult for you to be yourself at some. Home should be one place where you can just go back and be yourself. Because right now, when we don this uniform and we go to the offices, then it's like we're doing a job. So this is not me, like entirely. I am doing a job, so I have to act certain ways. I have to be certain ways. But with family, this exterior won't be there. So they like I have a joint family, so siblings they can make fun of you, they can laugh at you, they can pull your leg, and likewise parents also. Even now, if I don't agree, like I'm taking time in getting married, so my family wants me to. So if I say something कि चलो
अच्छा
देखते
वो
हैं like
अभी भी होता है आपके साथ घर पे?
हाँ तो होता है. सो माई फादर समटाइम्स से कि सारे ही बच्चे ऐसे हो गए हैं, सो ही जस्ट ऐसे कि डिसअपॉइंट कर रहे थे. मैंने कहा इवन नाउ आई एम डिसअपॉइंटिंग यू. सो ऐसे हो जाता है. सो फॉर देम तो विल ऑलवेज बी द किड्स, सो ऑफ कोर्स, एंड दैट्स अ गुड थिंग दैट दे डोंट.
That's an amazing thing you shared because you know what happened. Like a lot of girls might think कि ये सिर्फ हमारे साथ ही होता है ये वाला pressure है कि you need to be get set.
नहीं नहीं नहीं, ये आई थिंक सबके साथ में. And after entering the service, after entering into the service, it becomes even difficult, thoda, because we, to find a compatible partner, and those who can understand the challenges of the job that we're in, that becomes difficult because we cannot just have issues in a marital life. Of course, and if that is affected, then our job gets affected. And we worked hard for this job, and I would not want this job to be affected because of some decision that I could take, like थोड़ा time लेकर के सोच समझ के. So that happens, I think, with everybody. So that is something that I think every lady officer goes through.
Yeah.
That, to find a partner who understands the challenges of it.
So, ma'am, you started a very good point. Now, इसके ऊपर really I want to talk about that. About the partnership. Is it always? What do you feel like? वो batch में मतलब cadres वाले होते तो this from bureaucratic it's always better to understand the job if somebody from the other either way.
I don't know. I mean, everybody has their own thinking and understanding of the issues. I feel that it would be comfortable if the person is like both the people are in bureaucracy, especially for girls to have a spouse from the bureaucracy, because they also have the similar kind of job profile. They understand the work, so they might not, ask you that many questions, and they might not, cause issues in your life, job like professional life, because they would understand, right? So आप तुसी जाओ जी आ जाओ इधर आ जाओ. वो एक होता है कि like
Balance.
yeah, and they understand. No, so like I have night duties also. I might get a call at 3 in the morning, and I might have to get up and go.
Yep.
A normal person who's not in the service might not be able to digest the fact that their partner is leaving at 3, and or
Family time.
yeah, not giving enough time. Like we would want to, but then it's not in our hands because our job is such. So they might get affected because of this, and if they cause issues, then then everything gets affected, like professional life, personal life, because everything is intertwined. You cannot separate a personal life from professional from personal. So that is there.
You talked about the issues now that I want to convey. Like a lot of, I think people get glorified about the glamour, like that which we see. We were talking earlier, like Lal Batti and that young man and stuff like that. But I have seen officers. They said that until and unless you are passionate about something, this is not your right passion, profession. Because it's very time-taking profession. So, what would be your suggestion for those people who are aspiring, like which to follow, not to follow, because it's very,
Yeah.
very dialect, nowadays.
The thing is, I mean, because of social media or because of the society, like how society sees this job as, there are pressures on people. Whoever is aspiring for coming here. Some people think that it's just about the external factors that we just talked about, whether it's the government vehicle or the government residence or the manpower that you get. But it's that whatever government is providing you is for the work that they want you to do, or that, and that is your a responsibility. There are rules, there are constitution is there, and you have to work. It's not that it's like somebody wants to and somebody doesn't want to. You have to deliver. So you have to work 24/7. You have to work. You have to. You are given parts under CRTC. You have to carry out those functions. You cannot just have the privileges and not do the work. The privileges are given to you so that you don't have to think about finding a house or finding a vehicle or think about moving around. They're given to you so that you can focus on the work, because work is very important. And the government is providing you for everything else. Your security, because for everybody, like every person, his or her family security is prime. So government is providing for that. For everybody, house is very important. So government is providing you that. So government is providing you all those things which might hinder you in your performance. Attaching glamour to these external factors only won't be a good thing. Whoever aspires to come here should understand that this is a very, very satisfying job. I'm not saying that job is not good. I'm saying job too is wonderful. Every single day, you touch at least 10 or 12 lives, which is like minimum number I'm saying, positively. You have that potential, you have been given that much of part, so you can help that many people like every day. And they say that in your entire life, you even if you touch one life positively, bring out positive things in your life, then your life becomes worth living. So imagine we're doing that like 10 or 12 times a day or even more. So if if you're given that much of responsibility and power, then there's nothing like it. But yeah, just the external factors are not the work. It's about the work, and then because of the work, for the work, you've been given some privileges. So people just think that अच्छा ये गाड़ी मिलेगा, ये ऐसे मिलेगा, इधर रहने को मिलेगा. So that is there. So to the aspirants, so यही एक message है मेरा कि just think about whether you can work and whether you actually want to work as passionately for the society as you say in your interviews. Right? Everybody says that I want to work for the society, and that is a fact that when you come to the service, you actually work for the society. But do you really want to do that? If you really want to do that, then you'll be super officer. But if you are just coming here for the privileges, then you will get the privileges, no doubt. But work-wise, you won't be as satisfied, and then you'll always be looking for another avenue where you can be satisfied. So that is there.